Here, let's go to first some greetings actually.
Okay.
This I have prepared my own, but this is it seems to be some animation is there. That's why I'm using this one. This is one of my friend Desoki. He's a he's an Egyptian actually. He gave to me.
Okay.
So so here see you are welcoming anybody else. You're coming to your place. So, for this say marhaban. Marhaban in English also is there welcoming somebody, and they reciprocally they also say marhaban, or else you can marhaban. It's generally anybody can use it for anywhere you can use it, but whereas slightly official things are concerned, there people use this part. That is, you can see in English also, ahlan wa sahlan. Ahlan wa sahlan. It's here in Arabic. Ahlan wa sahlan. And if it is a single person, any delegate, single person, then that time I say Ahlan Bik. Ahlan. We'll learn later. This is I'm just giving a background.
Mm-hmm.
Ahlan, Ahlan is official. Marhaba, you can generally for anybody you can use it, no problem. Specifically, Ahlan was Sahlan. This is for even if you're flying Gulf countries, the air hostess will address you something like this. You know,
Yes.
uh,
Yeah.
سيدي يا سيدتي أهلا وسهلا مرحبا إلى رحلة اثنين ثلاثة أربعة. They will give flight number. Rahla means flight. You are welcome to the flight so and so so and so. So. Ahlan wa sahlan is very official. So, and for wishing, you can say here Sabah morning, Sabah al khair, Sabah al khair. Sabah actually Sabah means morning, khair means good. Sabah al khair, good morning. Then somebody is and somebody would answer you Sabah Noor, Sabah an Noor. And so if somebody is wishing you Sabah al Khair, you need to say, no, you should not say Sabah al Khair, same thing. This is not should not, better to say Sabah an Noor. Even if you say Sabah al Khair doesn't matter, but they will expect this one, Sabah an Noor. Sabah an Noor means a lightful day. Noor means light. You are telling Sabah al Khair, good morning. Then it says Sabah an Noor means delightful day or lightful day, something like this.
Okay.
Same thing in evening, Masa al Khair. Masa means evening, Khair means good, actually. So, this actually I didn't write in English, actually. Masa al Khair. Then the answer would be same, Masa al Nur. Somebody is wishing you Masa al Khair, your answer is Masa al Nur. So, this is for thank you, maybe you already know it. Shukran. Somebody told you shukran, you need to say afwan. That means you are welcome. This is also one of the welcome. In English also we say thank you very much. When you say you are welcome, no mention. It's like this. Just like afwan means like something like you are welcome. Somebody say thank you, shukran, you are welcome. So marhaban, marhaban or marhaba, either way. Ahlan wa sahlan, ahlan bika. Sabah al khair, Sabah al nur, Masa al khair, Masa al nur, Shukran, Afwan. This is how it is. Next one is so. This is normally. Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum salam. This is a very. If you meet anybody else, a clerical person, that times the Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum salam. This is very normal. So here you can see here. How are you? See here. I'll put in there. Sorry. كيف حالك كيف حالك كيف حالك. It's not in English actually. كيف حالك means how are you. كيف حالك, it refers to the masculine. So كيف حالك, if it is a single feminine, كيف حالك. Even you know it, this is grammatically mentioning. For even for the male and female, you can say كيف حالك. That's all. People don't say كيف حالك also. People say كيف
Yes.
حالك. كيف حالك. كيف حالك. So this thing in proper way, I will type in next class. I will give you. This is whatever the presentation I am giving you. So كيف حالك or كيف حالك كيف حالك كيف حالك. If group of the people, كيف حالكم. If you mention properly, people definitely appreciate you. That shows you learn it. You are a learned person. So
Yes.
كيف is generally anybody can tell it. So better we try to be in a limelight than others. You must be a little bit apart from them, so people can recognize. It will give kind of recognitions when you are very precise on your subject. So the answer is here. Bikhair, ana bikhair. Or if you are somewhat clerical, you can say ana bikhair walhamdulillah. Ana bikhair walhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah, not necessarily. Alhamdulillah, all the praise to the Allah. Alhamdulillah, all the praises to Allah. Ana bikhair. Otherwise, Zain or Tayyib. So here, something next thing is come up here. So here is actually, you can see your ka. Here is this animation is telling you. See, sorry. Here. Ka means your, this masculine. Ki means here, this is feminine. This is actually mim alif that we'll learn later. Ma means in Arabic, ma means what. Here is actually ism. Ism means name. Then with the ism, e get added, it become a ismi. We'll learn it. Ismi. Somebody may ask you, ma. Somebody may ask you, ma ism. Then you can answer ismi means ismi. This letter is giving mine actually. This is in English. You can see this letter is giving the meaning of the mine. Somebody asks ma ism. That means what is your name? Well, here it's here. Ma ismu, actually ma ismuka. Red color is there. That is somebody is asking what is your name to the male. Ma ismuka. So you are telling here ana is not in English actually. Ana ismi, or no need to mention even ana also. Ana means I am. Ismi, my name. Ismi Ahmad. You can say ismi Yunus, or whatever the full name. Actually, they will expect, Gulf countries particularly, they would expect full name, not just a short name. Ana ismi, otherwise ismi, ma ismuka, ismi Yunus, Muhammad Yunus, Ahmad Yunus, Yunus Ahmad, whatever it is. This is once again, ma ismuki, when you are very particular. This is telling about the lady, ma ismuki. She may say, ismi Amina, ismi ismi, so many names. I don't want to say now. Yeah. So this is ma isma, ismi, or ana. Otherwise, you can say ana Yunus. Just I am Yunus. Ismi means I am my name. Ana Yunus means I am Yunus. Ma ismuka. Somebody asks you ma ismuka. Somebody say very short in the Gulf countries. They don't say ma ismuka. They don't say such a long. They are simply mixed together. They would say mismuk. That we will learn later. Mismuk. This means that is ma ismuk. What is your name? Then you can say, if you are very bold enough, you are in a high category, people always say ana Yunus, ana Muhammad, ana Ahmad. This is giving what is a kind of commanding. Ismi means like a student. Ismi, my name is like this. So it depends on the situation, which one you can use it. Ana Yunus or Ismi Yunus. That depends on the situation. So this is the case. This is all in Arabic. This is not necessary. Now it's your turn. This is telling ahlan wa sahlan ma ismiki. We don't want this one. We'll go to next slide now. So that is we'll go to colors now. How to say colors. So this is the colors. In colors, in Arabic, this is called, in Arabic, this is actually written as alwana. Actually, in single, we say alona. Alona, if it is just a singular, plural is alwana. Alwana means colors. So the objective is here. So this is a red color, that's I put it. Hada. This word is actually called hada. Hada means this. And this is, sorry, this is a ahmar. Ahmar. Haza means this. In Arabic, there is no is or was, am, something like that. We need to put in. Only in a little bit advanced stage, only this will is or this will be coming. But before that, we need to add ourselves. This is, see here, this one is hada. This word is hada. This means this. This is ahmar means red. You can say the red. The red. Or if you are properly saying this is red, that depends on hada ahmar. Ahmar means red. This is hada aghzar. Ahmar means red, aghzar means green. Color itself showing. Hada asfar. This is yellow. This is yellow. Hada asfar. This is hada azraq, blue. Azraq. This is hada wardi. That is a purple. Wardi. Wardi, police ki wardi. Haza wardi. And this is Haza banafsiji. Haza binafsiji, violet or purple. Because this is a violet, I think this is purple. So Hada ramadi means grey. Hada, this is grey. Hada ramadi. This is Haza, this is called Haza bunni, brown. Bunni means brown. I didn't put in English actually. I can put it, but this one is Haza bunni means brown. Haza abiyat. Haza abiyat means white. Abiyat means white. Abiyat, actually abiyaz, but it's abiyat. This is Haza aswad. Aswad means black. Aswad means black. This is orange. Haza burtikhal. This is an orange. This is an orange color. Haza burtikhal. Don't want this is. So see, this is the indication it's showing just for testing. This is actually, this color is, it's showing the color. Come on. This is aswad. This color is going. This is not abiyat. So this is showing. This is aswad, ahmar. This is this is bunni. This is aghzar. This is blue. This is aghzar. This is burtikhal. This is abiyat. So you need to actually get these things done. This is about the colors. Colors. What are the colors? Ahmar. Once again, we'll do it. Burtikhal. This is aswad, abiyat, bunni, ramadi, grey, binafsiji. This is violet or purple, I don't know. This is wardi. This is rose. It seems to be wardi rose. Rose. This is azraq, blue. This is asfar, yellow. This is aghzar, green. This is ahmar, red. So this is about the colors. So let's go to one more. This is just a tour actually. So what are the things to be? And you can see this is a weather. Now we'll go to weather. What? We'll go to slide share here. So here from the beginning. There is a different types of weather. So the weather. Name of this weather in Arabic is called al-tiks. Al-tiks or al-juvi. There are two names. But mostly people will use easy to pronounce al-juvi. Al-juvi. Both is the al-juvi, also weather, al-tiks, also weather. So how many types are weather conditions here? So here, this is sunny. This is called, there's no English here. Meshmis. Shamsun, actually, the name of the sun is called Shamsun. Based on this, this word is derived. This is called Meshmes, sunny. Meshmes, sunny. Ghaim, ghaim, cloudy, cloudy, ghaim. How's a sama cloudy? For example, how's a sama cloudy? Well, sama cloudy, that means the sky is blue. Sama means cloud, sky. So there is a one old Hindi song, "Ye Sama Hai Suhana Suhana," Kishore Kumar song. This is The bluish, actually, the Indian emotions are blue color. It's for the love. Sama hai suhana, ghaib, cloudy. So this is matar. Matar means rain. Here, matar means rain. Here, mamtar. Two memes are coming here. This is two memes are coming together. Mamtar. Mamtar means rainy. Rainy. Mamtar. This is maslij. Maslij means snowy. Snowy. Therefore, in fridge, for fridge in Arabic called salaja. Based on this, this word has come. Maslij, salaja, fridge, maslij. And this is barid. See, this man is shivering with the barid. Barid means cold. Barid. And this one har, hot, hot. Any kind of this thing you heat for the taste also you can har. Hai alif ha re. Har. Here, har we can use for the temperature. Here, darja. This is called darja. Dal, re, jim, te. Darajatun. Actually, darajatun al hararat. This is darajatul al hararat. That's a hot temperature. This is hot temperature. So, temperature means darja. Harara means hot temperature. So, darajatul hararatul azmi. Azmi means maximum temperature. The temperature is maximum. Darajatul hararat al-azmi. This word also come from the Azim, Muhammad Azim. Azim means great or a maximum, something fulfilling, close to fulfilling. That from that this word derived. The darajatul harara, the hot temperature is maximum. Maximum hot temperature. So that's why the tick mark is here, maximum. So darajatul harara azmi. Here the temperature is low. Darajatul harara sagri. Darajatul harara sagri. Sagri means minimum. So sagirun means actually in Arabic small or less or short. Here based on the situations it can be used. Here for the temperature sagri. Darajatul harara sagri. That means minimum temperature. Maximum temperature is darajatul hararatul azmi. Darajatul hararatul sigri. This means minimum. So this is called humidity. This name is little bit, ratubat. Humidity means ratubat. Ratubat. This is weather. This is about the what is the weather forecast or weather condition. Here weather condition or weather forecast title here al-nashrat al-juvia. So here also they are not using al-tix, they are using juvi. Al-juvi means weather. Al-nashrat al-juvi, weather forecast, forecast. Nashrat al-juvi. What kind of weather? Somebody may be asking you. Al-juvi jamil, that means pleasant weather. Pleasant weather. The weather is lovely. It's a little bit fading. Al-juvi jamil. That means jamil means beautiful. Here al-juvi jamil. The weather is lovely or beautiful. So this boy is asking to the girl, كيف الطقس اليوم or كيف الجوي اليوم? How is the weather today? كيف الطقس اليوم? How is weather today? That girl is answering, al-tiqs yom ghaim al-mamtar. That she is telling, now we learn it. Today, al-tiqs means the temperature. Al-yom means today. Today, the temperature is ghaim. That means cloudy. Or mamtar means rainy. كيف الطقس اليوم? She is answering, الطقس اليوم غايم وممطر. So, then again this boy is asking, هل تحب الجو الحار? Do you like hot weather? Here, juvi. هل تحبي? تحبي means loving. Do you like or loving? هل تحبي? So, hubbak means loving actually. So, hal means this is a kind of questions. We will learn it. Hal means do you like? Hal tuhibbi means do you like? Hal tuhibbi? Hal juvil har? Do you like hot weather? But the girl is answering, Nam. Nam means yes. Uhib. Here the question is tuhib. Here the answer is uhib. Uhibul javil har. She says yes, I like hot weather. Boys are questioning. Hal tuhibul javil har. Do you like hot weather? She is telling. Naam. Uhibul javil har. Yes, I like hot weather. Then the boy is again asking, Ma darjatul harar al azmi al yom. This is a little bit lengthy sentence. What is the maximum temperature today? Ma darja. What is the temperature? Al harara means hot. Maximum hararat al azmi means maximum temperature. Al yom means this day, today. Ma darjatul hararatul azmi al yom. What is the maximum temperature today? Ma darjatul harar. They say like this in Arabic. Ma darjatul harara al azmi al yom. Otherwise, ma darjatul harara al azmi al yom. So, what is maximum temperature today? She is answering darjatul harara al azmi. This is called arba'in. In Arabic, this called counting is there. Ashra means 10, Ashrin means 20, Talatin means 30, Arba'in means 40. So that also we learn. Darjatul Harat al-Lazmi, Arba'in Darjatul Mu'iyya, just a degree. Mu'iyya means degree. This is today she is telling Darjatul Harar al-Lazmi, the maximum temperature is 40 degrees. She is asking, Ma Darjatul Hararat al-Lazmi al-Yom. Darjatul Hararat al-Lazmi, Arba'in Darjatul Mu'iyya. This is her answer. So here, synopsis actually. Sunny means mishmish. Sunny means mishmish. Mamtar means rainy. Ghaim means cloudy. Maslij means snowy. Barid means cold. Har means hot. Weather forecast. Al-Nashratul Juvia. Weather forecast. Temperature. Darjatul Harara. Darjatul Harara. I must write here. Same thing in Arabic spell also. We'll get it. So, maximum temperature. Darjatul Hararat al-Azmi. Darjatul Hararat al-Azmi. Maximum temperature. Darjatul Hararat al-Sigri. Minimum temperature. Ratubat. Where this is humidity. Ratubat, humidity. The weather, al-Tix or al-Jubi. So this is one. This is one thing. I think you are not getting bored, huh?
Not like that. In fact, it is going. No.
No, I can understand. It's like you that day I told you, you feel like you left in a wonderland. Alice in a wonderland. What is this? What is this nonsense? This all strange things are coming. Strange things are no. That's why I suggested this language is keeping this memory for all these things. I can give no problem, but how much you will keep in your memory? This and if you memory, how you will use for the number and gender and situations is very difficult. So we need to cultivate the habit. Though it may be in primitive type, at least we can read the banner, we can read the board, we can read the nameplate, and the beauty of the language is depend on how you construct your own center. Let it be very small and simple, no problem. That can be done. So then only you realize and understand, taste the beauty of the language. Any language. Language looks like this because this is your maybe first or second time. So it may like a monster. These are not monsters. Once you hit back, this is cardboard. This is nothing. This is nothing at all. So one more, we'll see it. It's very easy one. Just now I said, this is nothing to worry about it. I am here. You'll get it. This is about the how to number in Arabic. So this is Wahid. Wahid. One. It's already in English. Wahid. Itnan mean two. Itnan Wahid mean one. Itnan mean two. Talata mean three. Arba mean four. Just now we saw Arba'in. That is 40. Talata, 3. Arba, 4. Khamsa. Khamsa mean 5. Sitta means 7. Saba means 7. Sitta means 6. Saba means 7. Tamaniya. Tamaniya means 8. Tissa means 9. Ashra means 10 actually. So this is what the case. And so easily we can name Wahed, Itnain, Talata, Arba, Hamsa, Sitta, Saba, Tamaniya, Tissa, Ashra. So easy based on this only the weekdays also mentioned. That is Yawm al-Ahad means Sunday. Yawm al-Itnain. See, Itnain is here. See, Itnain is here. So Itnain is here. Based on this only the weekdays. Yawm al-Ahad, there is Ahad, 1. Sunday. Yawm al-Itnain means Monday. Yawm al-Talata, Tuesday. Yawm al-Arba, this is Wednesday. They don't say Khamsa. Yawm al-Khamis, they say. That means Khamsa. Yawm al-Khamis. This is 7. This is 7, they don't say Sitta. They will say Yawm al-Jum'ah. That become a Friday. Again, Sabah. That means Yawm al-Sabah. That means Saturday. Again, it back to Yawm al-Lahad. This is the weekdays being counted. So, this is about some numbers. So, I think enough for today. It should not be overdose. First day, it should not lose interest. So, how about learning from the alphabet? Yunus bhai.
Yeah, alphabet. You're gonna start or how it will be?
Sure. Okay, I'll just show you. No problem. This is that day I shown you something, but this is officially a use. This is okay. This one is okay. Actually, let me go to slide share. Second one. So this is just give it a lad. This is
Consonants, alls.
okay. It's already a Let me explain faster. This is a This is Arabic whole. The whole language is depend on the 3 components. This is called al-kalimatu. Whole language is depend on the 3 bases. That is, one is called ism. That is noun. In noun, so many things will come. That is just like a preposition, conjunction, interjunction, adjective, adverb, adjectives, everything. That's called ismun. It's here, ism. That means this is all the nouns will come. Collective noun, this is the singular, dual, plural, everything will come here. So other one is called feel. In English also there. Feel. Feel means verbs. Feel. Sometimes people say afwalu. That's a plural. So feel. That's also same. Feel means verb. This is a ismun, noun, verb. That is a feel means verb. Harful. Harful means particle. What are the particle? Particle here come. That is like something. These are called possessive. These are pronouns actually. Pronouns and adverb will come under harful. Pronouns are here in Arabic attached pronoun and detached pronoun. Very, very easy that one. We'll go from there. Only two letters come there. After the basic. This is harful. Here is a pronoun, attached pronoun, detached pronoun. And other one is adverbs are coming. So that's called harf. That's a particle is coming. Something. This section is little bit odd. Actually, in a mathematical way, logically, ismun means it will always come with the. This is called in English. This place is called nominative. All the nominative sentences will come in the ismun. Noun. Nominal, nominative. Here you can see in the fail, the most of the accusative conditions, accusative sentences will come in the field. Field. Accusative, what is the meaning of nominative? Nominative will always, the sentences talk about the subject. Always talk about the subject. It's totally bang on the subject. Whereas here, field is an accusative sentence. Accusative in a sense, some transaction is going on. That is, some action is going on between the subject and the object. and still things are not decided. That particular action, whether it belongs to the subject or object, that is a kind of accusations. In accusing in English is called normally somebody scolding. But in technical part, accusing means a kind of conversation is argument is going on between the two. That's what accusative sentence. That will reflect here in the feeler. Here, harfun, it will show the possessiveness of, that is called possessiveness. In modern English grammar, this is called nominative, accusative, genitive. In old subject, in old grammar, this is called subjective, objective, possessive. This is old grammar. New is nominative, accusative, genitive. All the genitive will come in harfun, all the accusative will come in feelun, all the nominative will come ismu. This is the whole language base actually. So these are the alphabets here. We can't say alphabet. These are actually better to say consonants. So how to say in English also it's here. But this is this pronunciation is based on Saudi Arabia or Dubai. But in Asian countries are different, slightly different. This is see alif, ba, ta, sa, ja. This is jim, ha, kha, dal, zal, re, ze, sin, shin, swat, zwat, ta, za, ain, ghain, fe, kaf, kaf, lam, mim, nun, waw, he, hamza, a. So you can see 29 numbers how to spell. You see already English is there. So let it go. This is called alif. This is two types. Be or be. Te or ta. Te is actually in Asian type, Asian pronunciation. Ta is a Gulf pronunciation. That's why wherever the things differ, they are put two. This is sa. These people, they don't say sa. These people say ta for this. Talata. That's why. Sa or se. Se is Asian. Sa is a Gulf. Jim, both places same. Jim. But Asian people say hai, whereas those people say ha. This is a hai actually. Hai is in Asian countries people say ha. That's a Gulf people says. Both from both sides say dal, zal. Okay. And next one is, but these people say ra. But we people say re. They say za. We say ze. Seen. Both sides same. Seen. Sheen is like this. Swad. This is zwad. Fire. Zoya. Ein. Ghain. Fe or fa. Khaf. Kaf. What is khaf? This is kaf. This is lam. This is meen. This is noon. Noon. This is hey. Wow. And yeah. This is final one is, so this is the key. This is about the alphabets, how to spell, everything is here. And this is from there, whatever we saw there about the yellow colored one, all these things are actually all are consonants. But in Arabic there are a short vowels and a long vowels. What are those short vowels and the long vowels here? So here you can see here above there are some strokes are there. See up there are different strokes are there. So just hold on. I'll okay, let it be. Next we'll type it. Above any letter above this kind of stroke there mean it is showing this called sound is from bay. Actual name of the letter is bay. If this stroke comes, this will become a ba. Ba. And comma-like structure above any letter, it will become a bu. And as I said earlier, any language has basically three kinds of sound. That is O sound, A sound, and E sound. A sound, O sound, and E sound. So based on this only, this any language, base sounds are U, A, E. There are so many A, I, all are derivatives from this primary sounds. So based on this, these are three actually. One to A. This is where above there is a stroke. This stroke name of this this is called one of the vowel, short vowel. This name of this vowel is called Fatah. So it's written here. This is Fatah. This is, and above there is the above bay there is a comma like structure is there. That name of this short vowel is called Dhamma, Dhamma, Dhamma. And the same bay down there is one more short vowel. This is called Kasra. We say in Urdu, we say this is Zabar, Zer, Pesh, but we'll follow same Arabic method. Fatah, Dhamma, Kasra. So these are the three sounds. Based on this we made it. Here based on this, see here also three vocabularies there. Baitun. This is actually joined together. I don't want to confuse you. This is ba. This is called ba, bu, bi, and those are short vowels. But these are the long vowels. When you say ba, above there is a vowel. It sounds fatah is there. It become a ba. When there is a down, there is a stroke. It will become a b. Above there is a comma like structure. It become a bu. But you can see there is a snapping sound is there. Ba, bi, bu. But we want a little bit stretchable sound. We want little sounds to be stretched. So because these Arabic words are like this. So what happened along with this bay, for example, if we add alif, it will be like this. And how to join, that is one of the story. Ba, it will become a ba. When alif is added with ba, it will become a ba. If te is there, if we add alif, it will become a ta. If other letter say is there, it will become a sa. If jim is there, with the alif, ja, ha, ka, ha, it will give for all the consonant, it will give long sounds. Other one is be with the kasra down. It will give b sound, short. You can see sound is short, b. But we want to make b little bit lengthy sound. That a last letter of that consonant being added here. And this see here there is a kasra. When the bay with the e's become a b, a lengthy sound, stretching. Similarly, here bay is here above comma structure, comma like structure. This is called dhamma. When we spell this one, it will become a bu. But we want little bit lengthy sound. So what happened? The wow, one of the consonant being added here. So it will become a be wow. When you join, it will be like this. It become a boo. So before ba, bi, boo, when these things are added, it become a ba, bi, boo. So this is called long vowels. Before this only these things are short vowels. For example, pointer. Let me take this pointer. So only this part cutting. I am just cutting from here. This part, this one is ba, ba. This one is b. This one is this one is this one is bo. These are called short vowels. These three are called short vowels. When these things are added with this thing, it become a long vowels. Ba, bi, bo. So this is the difference between the long vowels and short vowels. So there's many vowels being added here with the ba. You say ha, hu. So this is actually for how this being joined. This will do properly. I'll type it and show you how to do it inshallah by next class. This is about the base of the, let me see what is it. This is in Arabic, this is called some negations. Let's get some idea. Negation, aina. Aina means where. If, for example, I am asking, where is he? Aina huwa. Where is he? Aina huwa. And where is she? Aina hiya. Then where are they? Aina hum. Aina means where. This is some sentences. Lima tadrusul lughat al-Arabiyya. Why did you not study Arabic? Lima ila suq. Why did you not go to market? So this is about the where. Where aina means where. Aina huwa, aina hiya, aina hum. So other one is for the lima. This one is lima means why. Or limas are both are same meaning. Lima means why. Here there's some sentence. Lima tadrusul lughat. Why did you not study Arabic? Lima ila suq. Why didn't you go to the market? This kind of negation here. Other one is when. How to say in Arabic when? Mata. Mata tusafir. When you travel. When are you traveling? It both will come here. Mata means when. Then come means how much or how many. Come means how much and how many. How many? Come samana hadal kitab. That means what is the price of this book? What is the cost of this book? Come samana hadal kitab. Mata. Mata tusafir. When you travel. One more is here. What? Ayya. Ayya means which. Ayya means which. Let's come here. Some animation is there. Sorry. This is Ayya means which. And here kaifa means just now you say how. Kaifa halakum, just now we have seen it. So the next one we'll see. I want to show this one. Man here. Man means who. We'll learn it this one. Man means who. Liman means whose. Man means ma mean taskin. With whom you living. Ma mean taskin. Ma means what? Min means from. With whom. Ma mean taskin. With whom you living. With whom you are residing. Liman means whose. Liman hazal kitab. Whose book is this? Liman hazal kitab. Whose book is this? Hal means like a da, it will come are you or is it? It will use like this. So ma again here. Hal anta tabibun. That means are you doctor? Anta tajirun. Are you a trader or a businessman? Anta tajirun. Are you a trader or businessman? Hal anta tabibun. Are you a doctor? Hal anta muhandisun. Are you an engineer? It's like this. Ma means ma ismuka. What is your name? What is it? Ma ismuki. What's your name? Ma ismuka. What your people name? So this is about the hal. I think this is a package. Yunus bhai.
Yeah.
You need more.
That's fine for today.
Okay. All this thing I'll send to you. These slides, everything will come to you. Just slowly, one by one, you can go through. We'll keep our next class because we missed on Monday. We'll keep one more class on Friday, sir. 9 o'clock.
No problem.
Inshallah. Okay, I'll send this to you. Okay, shukran. Masalama. Masalama means bye-bye. Masalama.
Okay. Thank you.